Before I start this video, I'd just like to warn everyone that some of the subject matter might be quite sensitive or disturbing to some people, and this situation could potentially be quite serious, so try to keep an open mind, not pass any judgments, and make up your own decision. So to give you all a summary, Marina Joyce is a YouTuber that's been around since around 2010. She's done collaborations with larger YouTubers like Comedy Shorts Gamer, and her channel seemed to be doing fairly well, but at a certain point her videos started to change. Her subscribers started to notice the difference in her personality, and she actually started losing a lot of subscribers and getting a lot of dislikes on her videos. Here's a video of her before and after so you can get an idea of why people think she's acting differently.
What's up?
I have this very loud
What's up? What's up, guys? It's Comedy Shorts Gamer.
Woo! So this is my friend Deji and
Boyfriend.
Basically today we're doing the 7 seconds challenge.
Yeah, 7 seconds. Alright.
Basically I'm gonna count to 7 seconds and tell him to do something and he's gonna do it back.
Every time you fail the challenge, you get smothered in the face with whipped cream. So yeah. Let's do it! Rock, paper, scissors to start.
Clouds are crying. Hey guys, so today I'm making a video called How to Change Somebody's Life. And this video is purely based on trying to influence and perfect other people's lives and make their lives so much better. And that's positive, beautiful karma for you. So, namaste. Every single individual one of your friends needs you in a particular way that only you can offer. Our purpose in life is to change humanity, to help humanity, and that's why we exist. Watching this video right now is your destiny and is a path of light. You are more loved by the universe than you could possibly ever imagine. Jesus Christ and God love you no matter what. You were created to be love. You are love. We will change the world.
So today I'm advertising Style You and I'm advertising their clothes. So this is me just advertising their clothes, and yeah, I love you guys so much. It's the clothing company that I'm advertising, and this is the dress that I'm wearing. Click the link or click this right now if you would like to buy their clothes. They're great for garden parties, weddings, nights out.
So as you can see there, she tends to speak a lot faster, she tends to blink a lot, her hand gestures even appear to be quite strange, and it just seems like she doesn't really want to do it, she doesn't want to be there. Now on the surface you might just think, she's lost interest, that's fair enough. Things happen in life, sometimes people just lose interest in what they're doing, they lose their passion, but a lot of conspiracy theories have started to rise about this. The first theory is that she's gotten into drugs, specifically amphetamines. As we can see from her behaviour, she seems very anxious, she seems very jittery, she speaks too fast and almost stumbles over her words. These are telltale signs of someone who is using something like speed. We also know that YouTubers, a lot of the time, when they're introduced to such large fame from almost out of nowhere, they can turn to drugs. We've seen this with Toby Turner, Tobuscus, and although he's a good actor and he's able to hide it quite well on the screen, it may simply show more with her. A few people that know her as well have made videos claiming that she went to rave parties, and a lot of these parties there tends to be a lot of recreational drugs thrown around, such as MDMA. The second conspiracy theory is that she's being held hostage and being forced to make these videos against her will in some kind of domestic abuse situation. Now the evidence for this one is very subtle, but it's actually quite creepy when you look at it. Like some of her sporadic hand gestures almost appear like she's trying to get your attention. Her viewers have also noticed that she has what appears to be quite severe bruising on her arms. Now she tried to explain this as walking through the forest and hurting herself, which is possible, but can we know for sure? And if she was being held against her will, this is probably what she'd been told to say. I also found this video, which is fairly creepy. It states that in one of her videos you can see several dots on her hand, and she alludes to looking at it.
I was watching her video, right? And I noticed that in this video she makes a lot more hand signals than she usually does. and she's doing stuff with her hands and stuff. And I don't know if you can see it right here, but right here she has 3 black dots and 2 black dots, and that was kind of weird. And before this video, she was talking about how you need to see things and write things in your hands to notice things. Like, hold up, I'm gonna see if I can see it.
Water has no calories. Oh, how beautiful, like glorious. Because it's much nicer sometimes to drink diluted. Sometimes. Oh, I see it on my hand. Like,
See that?
I should definitely know to check out to drink some water.
She's talking about looking at that. So I did some research, and apparently, hold up. Apparently, domestic abuse victims paint black dots in their hands, it's like to signal help. So this is really creepy. So maybe she's like trying to show that she needs our help or some shit.
And a lot of people have tried to write this off, saying she said no, so it's not happening. But in a lot of cases, it's not as simple as that. And although I like to be open-minded and skeptical, we can't write this option off, because if she is in trouble, she seriously needs help. One of the main pieces of evidence against this is that the police actually visited her house and openly stated that there was nothing wrong with her. Now, although this is pretty strong evidence against the theory, the police are not flawless. They can make mistakes, but it does suggest some of her viewers are probably overhyping this situation. The third and final theory is that she's simply making this up. It's a publicity stunt, as we've seen with YouTubers such as Viramir or McJuggernuggets, of which the entire channel was basically revolved around this almost virtual reality or reality TV style videos. Now, of course, the way that she's done it is extremely subtle, and if this is the case, she almost deserves credit for doing it so well. But then again, it would be quite sad if this is the case, because she's led a lot of her fans to be quite concerned for her, and people are getting genuinely worried. But as we can see, it has led to a lot of success on her channel. She's gone from being a dying channel at almost 600,000 subscribers, barely increasing every day, to a channel that has almost 1 million subscribers now. And the hashtag is trending on Twitter. Here's where this theory doesn't hold up. The strange behaviour started a long time ago, and it was when her channel was doing okay. It was only after this strange behaviour that her channel started to decline in popularity. And if she was doing this as a publicity stunt then, it doesn't really make any sense. That's almost like channel suicide. It's a huge risk, as it may have not paid off at all, and she might have effectively killed her subscriber base and killed off her channel. So there you go, there's the 3 main hypotheses. Now I'm going to give my thoughts and my conclusion with what we have so far and the most likely scenario. So I'm going to sort of combine the first and the third theory. I believe that something happened in her life which was quite serious, and to be fair to her, she deserves her privacy with that. So maybe it's the drugs, maybe it's something else, and that's what's caused her personality to change and her lack of passion in her later videos. And as her views and subscribers, and she's getting more dislikes, you know, all that stuff is going downhill, it's only gotten worse for her, and she's only lost more of her drive to make these videos, and that's why we can see the deterioration in the quality. But at one point, she's seen this hashtag save Marina Joyce, and she's seen that a lot of people are getting behind this almost quite far-fetched conspiracy theory that she's being held hostage, and she's seen the attention it's getting. And this has sparked the idea that she can somehow get her channel back on track by going with this and leaving these subtle signals and hints that something's not right. And as we can see, large media and news channels have been covering it quite heavily, such as Scarce, and it definitely seems like it's paying off. But then again, it is a possibility, and we can't cast full conclusions without all of the evidence and without some very solid visual proof that something bad is happening. Bear in mind, this is a human being, and she might be in trouble. I hope this gets resolved for her sake and for her subscribers' sake. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably do an update video on this if any more compelling evidence comes out. Like the video if you did, share it, make sure we get this out there because people need to know about this. Comment below what you think, and of course if you haven't already, subscribe for more creepy content.